And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, there's the option going left. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and then shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mahomes' throw going into the hands of Williams. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he goes out right around the 39. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
We have seen this before. Just preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
This pass on target. Velus-Jones with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Velus Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cards will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Velus Jones who finished things off with a touchdown grab. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're in a good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd down, this is Harris. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Oh, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They hand this off to Harris. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Harris is in. Touchdown, Arizona. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get out.
They've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
2nd and 5 now. Fields complete. Smith has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings him to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. That's a 39-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter of play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
99 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
All start.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go. So when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Harris. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Gibson here running out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to take another shot here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Tony. And now off to the races, down the right side. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Mahomes to throw it. And that one is caught. So they convert here and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. And hold the fun there. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Giants have it. It's picked up
football at the 37-yard line. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mahomes. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Mahomes will throw. That's complete to Tony. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change it.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a two-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. Mahomes. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the two-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Well, a couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Cardinals, they continue to